Hi friends, Zilliqa looking pretty good for a move up the way. Eek. Or is it? Well, you know, actually, in lots of ways, we've done really well. We've come back down and retested this 50 simple period moving average here, and this is the 24-hour time frame. So that's no, that's like, you know, that's nothing to be sort of sniffed at. And we've come really close down. Now, you could look and say that we need to go a bit further. We need to test the cloud. We need to test the lower end of the cloud, etc. As we've seen plenty of other assets do recently. Let's just try and find. Yeah, okay, so like this one that came all the way down to the lower end of the cloud in here. For example, you could be saying that's what needs to happen. And that would be totally understandable if that's what you were talking about. However, you know, looking back the way we've come up and we've like that arrow suggests, we've come up and we've been testing off the 50 simple, and it's been kind of like a sort of one or the other thing. Here we tested off the top end of the Ichimoku cloud, came down, touched that 50. Here we tested the 50, that was satisfactory enough. Here we've done the 50. So, you know, we're looking okay in terms of a move up the way, but we're not like there yet. And if there's an and given this is down 10% today, this could be today's best buy. Of course, it's very much counter trend in terms of the smaller term timeframes. When we see the prices of Zilliqa go back up above 19.32, then the chances of it going on up the way and maybe coming in with a sort of 22 to 23 move, very much possible, giving you an easily sort of 30% move there, 10 to 20% move easily for you to capture if you wait and you're patient on this one here. Jumping down the way, just so people can see this in terms of what I meant, you know, very much a counter trend move, given that towards the downside is where the price has been going here on the daily, on the 15-minute time frame. So if you are looking at this and you were looking for an entry, perhaps what you could be thinking, I'm not a financial advisor, none of this financial advice, is that you would wait to see the Ichimoku cloud get across. You know, I have the conversion line and the baseline there is purple and green. So you'll be looking for this green line to cross this purple line, for example, and for the prices to take out the 21 EMA. Then what you maybe be doing is saying, well, I'll take profit off my position, take a third of the position's profit right at the resistance point, for example, in there at 19.8, if you were to try and be bullish on this from where we are right now. Now, what reasons would you have to do that? Well, 1, 2, 3. This constitutes a sort of triple bottom overall here, and you can see that like that the MACD's got that little sort of spike on it, the RSI. Yeah, so we're not bullishly divergent in this last recent thrust down the way compared to our previous lows in here in this 15-minute time frame. You know, we are potentially a little bit just jumping up towards the 1 hour to sort of clarify these lows then and see that low, and indeed this was ever so slightly lower, and indeed, yeah, bullish divergence. Yeah, fantastic. So that's it. So that's what we were looking for. So what I did there is started off in the 24-hour time frame, went all the way down to the 15-minute time frame to sanitize what I was talking about, found something that might be intriguing, verified it on the 1 hour time frame, and then I presented it to you with the idea of taking profits at a fairly early area to sort of safeguard yourself and to carry that on to, you know, really big moves essentially up towards that 22 area if you're trading this with a, you know, complete and absolute degen embracing the sort of moronic attitude type thing. If that's, but you know, and this is a potential for us, right? Great, fantastic. Negative things, yeah, we just had a cross here on the negative cross, but what do we say happens after we get crosses? You know, significant golden and death crosses. Well, the moving averages get tested, so I would be taking profit on any subsequent retest of that 50 simple moving average with a view to perhaps capturing that 22 move up the way. Okay, wow, I just did that for free and told you exactly how to trade it. Now, what's missing from this? What's missing from this is, of course, your risk management. There's two ways, or there's plenty of ways of looking at it. Since we talked about this in terms of like looking up the way, then of course you could sort of choose your own odds on anything like this. So there's a sort of an idea, and that gives you a 3-to-2 type of risk to reward overall. Now, could this obviously, you know, fairly quite a high chance that this would actually get broke. So what we're looking to try and buy into is momentum continuation. Right.